What do you think of Elon's baby mama, Ashley, going at him, wants full custody of the kid?
Yeah, I think that it's truly amazing, the hubris of females. I think she's an idiot. I've never met her, and I don't want to insult the mother of Elon's child because I respect Elon Musk as a man, so I'm going to be careful how I say this. But if she thinks that the most wealthy man on the planet who's achieving some of the most important things when it comes to progressing humanity as a whole should be ignoring Tesla, Neuralink, SpaceX, etc., to spend Valentine's Day with her and hold hands, then she needs a long, hard look at the mirror. Because you're really not that interesting, my dear. The hubris is flabbergasting. For her to sit and think, I'm more interesting than rocket science? You're not. What you are is a vessel to produce offspring, because he is in the business of kings, as am I. So to take it away from Elon, let me apply it to my own personal circumstance so I don't offend anyone. I can meet a beautiful woman, and she can be very nice to me, and she can be very loyal to me, and we can have a great time together, and I can like her, and we can have little jokes, and she can be funny, and we can have a child. But I have bigger concerns, and I have much taller mountains to climb than fucking date night. Now, the average man is going to sit and pretend date night matters because the average man doesn't have any big mountains to climb. So the average man will be like, I love date night with my wife. Oh, do you? Well, who the fuck are you? Because you're watching my podcast, and I don't know who the fuck you are. You're a nobody. So of course you like date night, because you're a fucking no one. If you had my life and my opportunities and my responsibilities and my capabilities, you wouldn't be doing that dumb shit. I don't have time for date night. I've got big things to do. So Elon is far too important and too busy to be dealing with this crap, and she should know that. But the hubris of females is remarkable. So I think Elon did the right thing, because Elon's doing what I do. He finds a female and decides to have a child with the woman and financially pay for the woman and see the kid. That's all a man should have to do. That's all I do. That's all I do with my women. Here.
You do the IVF too, or do you do...
No, I try and do it the old-fashioned way. But IVF might get tempting one day. I saw that they can like genetically scan things. And
yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, you can control the genes. You can make your kids tall, smart, athletic.
Well, they're gonna be all of that already. But that is tempting. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe when I'm a bit older, I'll go the IVF route. But yeah, my primary objective is to have a child and to pay for the child and pay for the mother. And I'll be around when I'm around, and I know how to raise my kids. And of course, some dickhead will sit and say, oh, you don't spend enough time with your kids. Of course, dickheads have lots of opinions. Dickheads who have never achieved anything have lots of opinions. 1 hour with Andrew Tate as a young boy, as a young man, will be more for your development than 12 hours a day with the average fucking dipshit dad. So my kids are going to outperform everyone else's kids. My kids are going to be perfectly fine. But I have important things to do. I have to go on the Digital Social Hour podcast.
Let's go.
I have to fight the fucking AG of Florida. I have to go to the UFC tonight. I have shit to do. I'm sorry. Date night is not only a waste of my time, it is largely uninteresting. Sorry, my love. That sounds boring. So no. I could be brutally honest with the women I talk to. I'm sorry, my dear. That sounds shit. No. Now, the average man may go, well, she wants to go IKEA on Sunday, and it's my only day off work, and I'm going to go IKEA with her to help her choose curtains because you're gay. I'm not gay, so I don't have to do that. I can say, no, there's no fucking way on God's green earth you can drag me into IKEA. You can go. In fact, I'll send you with a security team if you want, so they can carry your bags. But I ain't fucking going. That's the bottom line.
You said on Full Send podcast last week, watching a movie with your girl is gay.
Yeah. So what I do is I try and exaggerate for hyperbole. But the point I'm actually trying to make is the point that I elaborated on earlier, is that the whole female-male dynamic is fucked when we believe that men and women should be best friends to be together. You should have a culture with your woman. You should have inside jokes with your woman. She should be your friend, of course. But as a man, your best friends should be men. And the reason for that is because men have far more utility outside of birthing children, which is what women can do. Outside of birthing children, men have far more utility than women. So I don't know. Perhaps some people will disagree with me on this, and I'm open to pushback. But if I got in trouble, I wouldn't call my fucking wife. I'd call my brother. Or I'd call my male friends. Or I'd call my head of security. Or I'd call the guys inside of the war room. Or I'd call guys I've known 20 years. My wife would be number 150 on the list. Because what the fuck is she going to do? all she's going to do is get worried and panic and then make it worse because now I got to worry about the problem and her being upset. She can't help me with anything. If you're a man of genuine capabilities, your woman can't help you with anything. She can't pay your bills. She can't protect you. She can't fix your problems. I mean, she can add more problems. She can have a mental breakdown. She can add bills, sure. But besides giving you a child, she can't give you anything at all. There are some men out there that perhaps need emotional support from girls. More fool you. I'm glad I don't, because we all know how that ends up when they fucking betray you and leave. I don't need that shit. I don't need a woman to say, oh, it's going to be okay. I know it's going to be okay because I don't give a fuck if I lose. It's going to be okay if I go to jail because I don't give a shit. So it's already going to be okay. So I don't need her. It's going to be okay. Don't need it. So the point I'm making is if you are optimizing your friendship group for competency, which is what you should be doing as a man if you're optimizing your life for efficiency and capability. If you're a man who's saying, I want to win the game of life, it is an endless, never-ending competition. Every single thing I want, someone else wants. All the views we want on this podcast, someone else wants. The Ferrari you want, someone else wants. The house you want, someone else wants. Every dollar you earn, someone else wants. So we're in endless competition. This is a war. So I need to choose who's on my team. And I'm going to optimize my team for capability so I can win. If that's the case, my closest advisors and my best friends are going to be my brother and the men around me. I'm going to have a separate relationship with my woman. We're going to have our own culture. We're going to be in love. I'm not anti-love at all. I super believe in love. We're going to have a child. All of those things are great. But she's not my fucking ally. She's not my number one. She's not my best friend. She's not my advisor. She's not who I go to for help. I mean, there are some men who do that. And they're gay. Because real men aren't doing that. Do you think Putin, when the war started, called his fucking wife? No, he's calling his fucking head of national security. He's calling in some big Russian man to sit down and talk about nuclear weapons. Putin isn't calling his wife, oh, the Ukrainians are coming. Like, this is gay. Yeah. And this is all a psyop. Once again, the society's come along because they've removed man's authority in the relationship, because they've removed men's authority over society, because they removed men's authority over a family, they've tried to replace it with this equality friendship bullshit. They're saying, you don't get to be in charge of your woman anymore, but you get to be her best friend. Great. Lucky me. I don't need any fucking friends. I certainly don't need friends I have to pay for, protect, deal with their crap, who can't help me. Those are not the kind of friends I want. Would you have a friend as a man who was constantly nagging at you? You had to pay for all his shit, and if you got in a street fight, he'd stand by and watch you get your head stomped?
Hell no.
Exactly fucking right. So why do I need her as a friend? We have a separate relationship based on progeny, and it works perfectly, and I'm the boss of it, which is why she drives a Bentley. If she's unhappy with it, she can give me my Bentley back, and she can go to the fucking welfare desk, and she can go walk off. Fine. Bottom line, this is my world. It's a Tate train on the Tate track. You can get on and you can get off, but you can't stop it going where it's going. That's my life. That's my world. That's the decision I've made. And the people who run the Tate train are full-grown men. That's how it is.
Makes sense.
Wherever you guys are watching this show, I would truly appreciate it if you follow or subscribe. It helps a lot with the algorithm. It helps us get bigger and better guests, and it helps us grow the team. Truly means a lot. Thank you guys for supporting, and here's the episode.